Hello students, how are you? Are you doing good? So today is our first day of your video lecture series and we are going to start our first chapter on hardware and software. Student, if you remember, yesterday I gave you 2 pages to learn on this chapter. Have you gone through it? Yes? Great. So, based on those 2 pages, we are going to discuss today's topic. So, shall we start? So, on first day, we will discuss on hardware and software. Now, before discussing hardware and software, we will first need to know how computer works. That I already explained you yesterday in a brief discussion. What is a computer? I think most of you know. It is a very simple definition of computer is that a computer is a device that accepts input, processes it, stores data and produce output. This is a very basic definition how computer works. So through this diagram, I'm going to show you how it works. What are the steps involved? Whenever we are going to type something, we need input device. The basic example of input device are keyboard and mouse through which we enter the data. When we enter the data, that data goes to CPU or Central Processing Unit, which do some work on the input that we provide to a computer. It do something and then once the work is done, it displays the output to an output device, which is monitor. In our school, you might be knowing one more output device, which is your digital board. Through projector, that output information that processes from CPU displays on your digital board. But monitor is also an output device. These are the 3 basic steps involved in processing a data from input to output. But we do require some storage for the work that we do on computer. That information can be accessed in future whenever we want to work something on computer. For example, let's say if you want to draw something in MS Paint, what you do once your work is done, you save that file on a computer. That particular file is saved on this hard disk, and hard disk saves that file for future reference. Let's say you need that MS Paint file in future to improve your drawing. So what you will do, you will open that file to the location which you save in hard disk and you can start your work. So this is how it works. This is the main schematic or sequential steps of computer, how it works. Everything that you see on the previous page is called hardware. Computer, monitor, computer cabinet, speaker, processor, hard disk, keyboard and mouse are called hardware. Hardware is a thing which is physically seen and can be touched. Those devices comes under hardware. So everything is in hardware. So these hardware device, as I said, input device, when we type something or give some information to computer, CPU processes in this hardware device and it gives some information as an output or result on computer monitor or computer screen, but that information can be saved for future reference to a storage device like hard disk, CD drive, DVD or pen drive. I think you might have heard these device name, isn't it so? Please check the below statement, which is called simple fact. When we enter data to a computer, it calculates or compares the data to give some meaningful information. This is known as processing. Now, what is the basic definition of hardware? Just now I said all the physical devices that you can see and touch are known as hardware. So, in definition of hardware, we can say the parts of computer that you can touch or feel are its hardware. Some hardware parts are present outside the computer while some are present inside it. What are the hardware that you can see outside the computer? Keyboard, mouse, speaker, monitor. Those are hardware which is outside the computer. And what are the devices that is inside the computer? Like hard disk, processor, CD-ROM, DVD-ROM, motherboard. These are all present inside computer cabinet, which you cannot see from outside. I think I have shown you those figures yesterday. Have you seen? Very nice. Now let's move to the next statement. The hardware device store, process and display data. Based on their function, hardware devices are divided into input device, output devices and storage devices. Now, when CPU do something, it do some basic calculation and it displays some meaningful result. Now, this computer hardware devices is divided into input device, output device and storage device, which you have seen in your previous figure. See, input device, output device and storage devices. Now, what are the input devices? As in your first figure, I showed you keyboard was an input device and mouse is also an input device. So what is the proper definition of input devices? Let's read it. The device used to enter data or provide instructions to the computer are called input devices. So whatever we type or whatever instruction or command which we give to computer through a device are known as input devices. So let's walk through few examples of these input device. First one is mouse. How it looks like? See, it looks like a physical appearance of a rat with a ponytail which works as a wire. So this particular device resembles like a rat or a mouse. From there this word came. A mouse is used to select or move object on the screen. It is also used to make drawing. It has two buttons and a scroll wheel. The mouse pointer usually looks like an arrow. Now, when you use this particular device on a computer, it shows you a pointer, which I am showing you right now, like an arrow. This white arrow is called as pointer. You can place this pointer any area of the screen. So mouse is also known as pointing device. This mouse has two buttons, left button and right button, with a scroll wheel. Whenever you want to scroll your page up and down, you use this particular wheel. This is known as mouse wheel. Now let's move to the second topic of input device. It is known as keyboard. Do you see keys on this particular device? There are total number of keys present on this device are 104 for a normal keyboard. Now let's read what is a keyboard. A keyboard is used to enter text into a computer. It usually has 104 keys of different type like alphabet keys, number keys, special keys and arrow keys. Each key or a combination key perform some special function. It means through this keyboard you type something which has text or numbers. If you check this particular space, these here we will find alphabets like A to Z. All the alphabets are present over here. Above this alphabet, we have numeric keys or number keys from 1 to 0. On the right hand side of the keyboard, we do have other number of keys. This area is called as numpad keys. We do have 0 to 9 numbers. Just above this number keys, we have function keys which perform some special function. Like if you press F1 button on the first, it will give you help on computer information. Likewise, there are different type of buttons like F2, F3, F4 up to F12. So these are called function keys. Apart from these function keys, we have arrow keys. Do you see this area? There are 4 arrow keys: up, down, left and right arrow keys, through which you can move the pointer of your keyboard. And the longest key or some special keys are spacebar key. Then on both sides of the keyboard, this end and this end, you have alternate keys, shift keys and control keys. So it performs some special function depending on the type of work that you do through keyboard. Now let's come to the next topic of input device. Do you see this figure? It looks like a phone, so which you can speak up. It is called as microphone. A microphone is used to record voice and other sounds into a computer. It is also used to speak to other people over the internet. Let's say you want to record a song. You're a good student who likes to sing. So as a singer, you want to record your voice in computer. In order to record your voice, you need an input device like microphone through which you can record your voice and save that song in computer through a hard disk. Do you see this figure? Does it resembles like a microphone? Okay. So let's go to the next slide where I will show you different type of input device, that how it looks actually with a real image. See, there are different type of input devices. How many types of mouse are there? This is called a wired mouse. See, there is one wire attached to this particular mouse. It is called wired mouse. And the second figure, you will find this no wire attached to it. So we call this mouse as a wireless mouse. And this particular mouse is generally used to play computer games. There are different type of buttons available. If you check other two mouse, these buttons perform some special function while playing the game smoothly. Likewise, we have different type of keyboards and microphone. Okay, so do you got an idea about input device? So here we are going to end this topic today. I would like you to watch the video carefully, read the instructions given in the slide from the first two pages, what are called hardwares, how it works, what are input device, what is the definition of hardware, what are the examples of input device, and tomorrow I'm going to give you some questions on input device, and you will have to solve or answer those questions and send it to me to my personal WhatsApp number, because I would like to see whatever I'm teaching you, are you able to understand properly or not. So will you do that? Very nice. Student, see you tomorrow then. Goodbye.